And now it's my pleasure to invite our chief guest, Honorable Nyoro.
Thank you very much, our Director of GTI, Madam Jackie, the other guests, Daktari, who we went to the same campus, Dr. Naomi, my MCA at home, who is also a renowned national artist, Mheshimiwa Gathewa Njeri, is actually my MCA at home. All the other people in the entertainment industry, Kamwanawa Jane, Kamuthamaki, Nyoro, and all the others. Those who are graduating today, the graduates of GTI, including our parents and guardians, and all those who have come to witness our graduation. Good afternoon. GTI oye! GTI oye! GTI oye! Asante sana. I'll be very brief because I know after this we have arranged several celebrations, but I want to start by congratulating all the graduates, the over 180 who are graduating today. Congratulations to all of you. I also want to laud the vision of Madam Jackie as a young lady who is an entrepreneur and a director of GTI. I also want to laud you and I wish you all the best. May this college become much bigger than even Kenya, so that there will be GTI even other countries. And even having GTI as a university is not a pipe dream, so pursue it. I have just a few points. Some were highlighted by Dr. Naomi. We are graduating today. And when we are graduating, what comes to our mind is then what next? But even as we ask that question, it is important for us to look back and reminisce the many moments we had here at the Gorgeous Technical Institute, because life is incremental. Even as you head forward, it is important to appreciate where you are coming from. So all the moments you have shared here, the friends you have created, the knowledge you have gained, it is important for you to look back, appreciate, don't cut that down, because it is what you are now. Secondly, na munisikiza vizuri wenye tuna graduate, and even the parents. When I look at my life, I always believe I am the sum total of all my experiences. My father used to live here in Thika, basically in Kiadutu slums. That's where my father used to work, to live, because he was a carpenter here in Thika. And Thika is always very close to me, because when I was in Form 3 in Kiabugi secondary boys, my sister, who was operating a hardware here in Thika, had started a mtumba, a place called Mokereti, near Moi Gardens, pare karibu MKU. Those tall buildings there, ilikuwa soko. So I used to sell mutumba there when I was in Form 3 to supplement my school fees. And now I am standing before you, having been given the position I am serving by the people of Kenya and by God, and especially by God. But for me to be Nyoro standing before you now, I have to be the person whose father was living in Kiadutu. I have to be the person who was selling mutumba at Mokereti. And if I try to remove any part of me the experiences I've gone through, whether good or bad, then I'm no longer the Nyoro who is standing before you. So accept all the situations you have gone through in your life, the good ones and the bad ones. Because the bad ones, many times, they become lessons. They become lessons for us to be better. Where we have been lowly, it is a lesson for us on how to behave when we are no longer in that low position. So though all the experiences we have gone through at Gorgeous College is an opportunity to make us who we are becoming. Not just what we have become, but who we are becoming in the next few years. One of the things I want you to carry home as you graduate. When I was in year 1 in KU, that's where I went. And actually even Gade Wajeri, these artists, you know, sometimes we appreciate only their talents, like how he has entertained us, or the leadership qualities, for example, being an MCA. But Mheshimiwa Gade Wajeri is actually also a graduate from KU. He also did economics like myself. So masomo ni muhimu. Unaweza keti na kijua tunakuja function na wewe, usivae koti uonekane kama wewe uko na kiti kubwa kuniliko tafadhali. Asante sana. So as we go home, something I learned in my first year in campus, that even as I get the papers and the knowledge in my mind, I need to translate that knowledge into something practical. So from my first year in campus, I went to volunteer. One, I went to the Ministry of Trade. That time it was based at Kencom. I volunteered there for some months without any pay, because I figured out volunteering even without pay will pay me more than being idle. Because even if I'm not being appreciated by being given a stipend or a salary, I am gaining experience. In the same first year, when we were in our long vacation, I was volunteering in a company that was owned by Honorable Genye Kariuki, our former MP. He was doing stockbroking. I volunteered there because I knew the experience I'm getting there, whether on no pay or a low pay, it was better than being idle. The stockbroking I volunteered to do at Genye Kariuki's farm is something I do up to today. So as you go out, whichever course you are taking, you better volunteer in that salon for no pay than be idle. Because it is through learning the practical experience that then you gain much more than even the monetary compensation. The second thing, we all graduate from universities, from colleges, and then what? To look for jobs. Where do these jobs come from? Because everyone graduating is looking forward to applying for a job. We need to always constantly ask ourselves, these jobs we are seeking, where did they come from? And as we ponder about that, we need to know that the mindset for the today's graduate in the modern world, whether in Kenya or elsewhere, is value creation. And for you to create more value as a person, you'll create more value when you are not looking for a job, but you are looking to create your job, and you are looking forward to create a job for other people. But then how do you do that? As you venture into entrepreneurship, because I believe all of us will end up there. That is my prayer and wish. As you look to create a business, whether in plumbing, whether in hospitality, whether in designing apparels like this one, whether in the field of beauty, have some deeper interest. Don't just be superficial. If, for example, you are in the beauty industry, don't look at it as beauty as a salon. Look at it as something luxury. Because some of the products you end up using there have made many people billionaires. The richest person in France today, the richest woman actually in France, is for a company called El Oriel. That company is within what you studied here. So don't just seek at looking in using the products. Look even backwards, what is called backward integration. Where do these products come from? Which gap can I fill in? Is there opportunity? So as you graduate and you are looking forward to starting a business, look for gaps within what you want to start the business within. And gaps can be anything. You could be a plumber. Maybe today's plumbing in Kenya is not institutionalized. So when anyone is looking for a plumber, you just have to look for an individual. Maybe there is a gap of you creating a company, and a company of plumbing only. And that company anyone can call. When they are building a house in Section 9, in Majengo, in Wetaithie, maybe there is a gap there where you can institutionalize whatever you learned here and you remain within a certain market where you realize there is a gap. The other thing is a story.